So now we will move on to cultural web. So first we will see like what is cultural web. Cultural web helps in identifying a number of elements that can be used to describe or influence organizational culture. So cultural web is a tool through which you can identify what kind of a culture is existing in a company. You can also try to change the current culture of a company to a new kind of a culture. So it is a kind of a tool. So to understand how this tool works, you have to have an idea of some organization. It can be a school, it can be a college, it can be a workplace. Wherever you go as a new person, you can find out that that environment is very significantly different from the environment you have already been. So if you move from a school to a college, on the first day you go to that college, you will be like feeling somewhat different. Okay, you will have an idea about that college, you will get some news, news, a lot of ideas about that college. You will create a mental picture about what is this college actually about. In an around some 1 month, you will get an all this idea. Also, when you move from a college to a company, you will also undergo a transformational change where in a first 1 month of working in a company, you will get an idea about what this company is all about and how to behave in this company, what kind of persons are those who are around you, and also like how you should modify your behavior. So it's very interesting to apply cultural web on a real life scenario. So how can you understand a culture in a particular place? You can understand through the cultural web. For example, you can understand through stories, symbols, power structures, organizational structures, control systems, rituals and routines.
So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them.
So we'll start from each of the elements here. See, a control system is every company or every organization rewards for certain things and they punish for certain things. Okay, what they reward for and what they punish for are the very key important things. Those things that a company rewards for are the behavior for which they encourage you to repeat it again and again. Those things for which they give you punishment, they don't want that behavior to be repeated again. So if a company focuses on discipline, then they will reward for discipline and punish for indiscipline. If another company, you can't take the same company, if another company is there, that company, whatever innovation you do, they give you a reward. If you are a very dumb person, they throw you out of the job. If a company is quality conscious, whatever quality kind of improvement ideas you give, they give reward. If you are working very poorly in terms of quality, they will throw you out. If a company is like money minded and profit oriented, if you are going to get more income to this company, they will give you a reward. And if you are a non-performer, they will throw you out. So this tells you what the company stands for. Okay, it gives you a broad picture. The next one is organizational structures. How is the organization being structured? What is the reporting line? Who reports to whom? Who is the highest boss? What is the hierarchy there? How the work flows throughout the business? Whether there is decentralization or centralization of power, whether there's a flat hierarchy or a tall hierarchy. So formally you find out how the formal structure of the company is built upon. The next one is power structures. Even though there are like formal power structure in organizational structures, there is always an informal power structure in a company. Everywhere you can find this. So even though the CEO is the ultimate top person, apart from CEO, there might be several people who take decisions. Okay, and there are also might be people who influence the CFO a lot. For example, CFO, family promoters, okay, even shareholders. Okay, so these people are relatives of CEO or friends of CEO. There might be several people who in a company might take decisions. Okay, apart from the CEO, or in some companies the real CEO itself will be a dumb person. There will be other people in the back who take the real decisions. So that is about power structures. Who holds the power in the company? If the CEO holds the power, it's a formal company. If his friends, family, relatives, other people are holding the power, then it it is not a formal kind of a structured company. So there is something called as symbols. When you enter into a new organization or a college, you will find out the building, the symbols, the logos, the design of the college or company, the office buildings, the decorations, the furniture. You will get an idea about what this company stands for or organization stands for by looking at the design. You can also find out the power by way of seeing the parking spaces, so who is given priority in parking, and how the executive cabin looks like. So these things, with these things you can form an idea. The next one is called as rituals and routines. Rituals and routines is what does the company do repeatedly without knowing why they are doing it. Okay, so that is what we call as a ritual or routine. See, initially when they start some kind of an activity, they do it with a purpose in mind. But over a period of 1 year, 2 year, 3 year or 5 years, the employees don't know why they are doing it, but they still do it. That is called as ritual. They might do an annual appraisal meeting without having its ultimate purpose. They usually tell this guy is the best employee of the week. After a certain 1 or 2 years, we don't know like why they are doing it. Okay, or management meetings, board reports. So unnecessarily, without any purpose, if they do something, that is called as rituals and routines. The next one is called as stories and myths. Every place you go, okay, and if you are a new person in that place, you will get a lot of stories about what is happening. They will say that there was an employee who did that and the company did this to him. Okay, it can be read like this: there was a company who performed really well and the company gave him a car. There was an employee who was doing really well, but the CEO didn't like him personally, so he threw him out. Okay, so you can fix any words there. Okay, you can fix any word like that and this. So you will usually hear a kind of stories like this. Okay, so one person was doing this and he had a bonus like that. Okay, this one we had one person like this and he was fired because of that. So you get a lot of stories. Why these stories are being told to you? It is because the person who tells you believes through the stories he could modify your behavior so that you will adapt to the company. Usually the HRs are the ones who tell this. Your colleagues, your peer group, they are the ones who tell this kind of stories. And the last one is paradigm. The combination of all these elements together creates the organizational culture, and that is called as the paradigm, the final result of analyzing cultural web.
So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.